Alright, let me check the mic. Alright, I should be audible. Better. Alright, season. A letter to the future. Been wanting to play this game for a very long time. Been installed in the console for a very long time, but finally found the time to play the game now. Stream it as well. So let's go. The controls. It's gonna be pretty straightforward, man. We have audio recorders, camera, park bike, interact, look, moves, open journal, open map, change pace, maneuver bicycle. No inversion. Nope. Let's have the sensitivity to probably 65. That should do, I guess. Yeah. Great. Because everything's fine now. Let's play. Let's start. It's gonna be a pretty short game, is what I feel. But I want it to be. It's gonna be immersive for sure. And these are the best.
Who are you? I don't know, but I'm writing to you anyway. Where are you? How far in the future? Where'd you find my journal? I may never know, but you can know me from what I put down on these pages. I come from a little village in the mountains. No one has left here since before I was born. But our lives changed overnight. Just a few days ago when my best friend had a prophetic dream. A vision that the elder said means this season is going to end soon. The world is about to enter a new era. A great change is coming. Everyone was afraid. I was surrounded by questions and I began to feel how little I know. What is this season that is about to end, and why is it ending? What exactly is out there that could turn the world inside out? If there are still voices singing and laughing in the wilderness, I could record them before they're gone. I also thought of my dad, who always wanted to see the outside world but never did. So, I asked if I could leave. The elder had one condition for letting me go. That I take what I collect to the museum vault, a palace of art and memory at the edge of the earth. She says it's the only place safe from the turmoil of a changing season. I hope that's where you're reading this now. I can't stop the change that is coming, but this time on Earth could live on in these pages. What it looks like, sounds like, how it feels to be alive right now. I'm writing to you at the crack of dawn on the morning I leave home. I can smell breakfast cooking in the other room, and I can hear my mom's voice.
The season of industrialization, 500. The war, the season of I was born into.
3, 2, 1. Hooray! Mr. Lotto's here. I'm tired. 3, 2, 1. Hooray! Mr. Lotto's here.
Catalog of strangers, fearsome tales from Bly's children. More frightful aspects of this was reasonable amount of fear and fun makes for prudent children. Can I open the book though? Thought I would be able to open the book.
My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure.
Hope you like him more than you would have like a fish. Bait. I've heard of beat with origami. Folded by bait. Wandering Tale Festival. Let's go try to explore the entire Mom and Dad's portrait, sketch of Dad. For a climb view right back in the evening. Nightlife in the plaza. This bill is worth 10 poems.
The last moment in this little house. There used to be 3 of us here. My mom and Dad and me. Soon it will be just her. Her and all these memories. But in this moment, everything is the same as ever. Until I shift my weight. The floorboards creak. Mom hears it and turns to me.
You're up. What are you doing standing there? Time to get going. It's gonna be a beautiful morning. I'm making progress. I found the burner, camera, recorder, travel bag. Breakfast is in progress. Still gotta make a pendant. We haven't used this in so long. Good thing I saved the instructions. Just as you would use a shield to protect an identity pendant protects your mind. Your thoughts, memories, everything that makes you, you. We don't wear them here in the village anymore. But if you're going into the outside world, I'll feel better when you've got a pendant shielding you. I will worry until you're gone, and then I'll have total confidence in you. In times of war, a pendant can be used to identify a body. Let's skip that part. Objects have two layers, the physical and the mental. The pendant needs to absorb both. 1. Collect a sentimental object for each sense. 2. Feel the sense and speak aloud a memory of the object. 3. Feed the object into the burner. The memory will leave the speaker as it is transferred to the pendant. That means I'll forget the memory after I say it. It's supposed to be painless, at least. No, you must remember everything. That's your role. Okay, so this old tape should work for our sense of sound. I remember you and I fell asleep listening to this tape. Your dad came home. We all rested together until it got dark. What an odd feeling. Like an absence, disappearing. The empty space fills itself back in until I forget that I forgot anything at all. I'm glad I'm only losing a few memories. If I lost too many, I wouldn't even know who you are. You should pick the rest of the objects. I'll lose the memories, but you'll have them in a pendant forever. So they should be important to you. They should be parts of your identity you want to be sure to protect. So think about what these items and what the memories would preserve about you. Let's do smell next. Find an object with a strong odor and that holds a piece of you.
Granite, seaside, darkness. This speaks to how my mom loves me. Ancient perfume, sweet. Nothing is ever lost.
What did you choose for smell? Let's breathe in deep. Your dad used to bring these flowers home from his climbs. They only grow high up in the mountains. He was a great climber. He even found us a new source of water. I hoped after he would climb less, maybe even retire, but he always wanted to explore, and the only direction to go was up. Maybe the Elder is letting you leave out of guilt for what happened to your dad. If someone has the energy to leave, it needs to go somewhere. He fell into the Fitz ravine. We never found his body, but But doesn't he rest with us at night? Doesn't he appear in our dreams? How can such a human being depart this earth without leaving behind a trace as strong as the flowers would still have their scent? Darling, I don't want to lose this one. I can't lose this one. Can we put the flowers back, please? Thank you.
Sweet wax honey. How I've tried to save things. Childhood. Too sweet, too old. I always wanted to experience new things. Nothing. I used to see souls everywhere.
What did you choose for smell? Let's breathe in deep. Oh, I remember it so well. It's not as bad now, but in the old days, not many children lived long enough to grow up. We believed if a child could make it to the age of 9, they'd be all right. This print was made of your hand when you turned 9. Your father and I couldn't believe we really had a healthy girl. An old deep fear inside of me finally went away, and we saw you would just keep growing and growing, that everything was going to be okay. Now touch. Pick something with a texture you like.
Waxy, papery, chewable. How I've tried to save things. Cool, round glass. I always wanted to experience new things. Soft, cold, smooth. I used to see souls everywhere.
So what did you end up choosing? Okay, feel the spoon. There were years when you saw faces everywhere. We had to be gentle with everything in case it had a soul. I remember you saw some sticks on the ground in the shape of a face. You were so worried what would happen if the wind blew. I secretly put the sticks away and showed you the face on this spoon. Look, she transformed, I said. You were so serious, studying it, thinking how a soul could transform shapes. Eventually, you stopped seeing faces everywhere. Does the world have fewer souls in it now than when you were a child? Or are they still out there? I'm fine. Let's do sight next. Pick something that looks nice.
An unlit tower. I was loved by people I have no memory of.
So, what did you end up choosing? This kind of candle keeps someone alive for the time it takes to burn. Just a few hours when death is nearby. It can be enough for last rites, last words. This was Grandma's candle. She didn't want to use it. You spent a lot of time with her when you were a baby. I realized she wouldn't live long enough for you to remember her, or for her to see you grow up and discover what kind of person you'd be. So in a way, you don't know her, and she didn't know you. And yet, she loved you. I don't know where love goes, but it belongs to you anyway. For taste, we can eat breakfast and feed some to the burner. The memory I'll lose is the one we're forming right now. I want you to have it forever. Standing here, you're having a last taste of home. Now you're protected by lost memories. A gem of home around your neck. This is my only condition for letting you go. You must promise me never to take the pendant off. And never tamper with it. Okay? Then I'm okay with you leaving. I think your camera and bag are still in your room. It's time to gather them up. I've lost so much. How could the world ask me to lose you too?
Yo, welcome back.
Look at us. There we are. There we were. We'll always be right here on this beautiful morning.
I just
Yeah.
performed a ritual with my mom. The moment has passed, but I'll record it in these pages for you, for the future.
ஓகே. ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இந்த ஃபோட்டோ கொஞ்சம் கேவலமாக வச்சிட்டேன் போல இருக்குது. அது கொஞ்சம் நல்லா வச்சுருக்கலாம். மாற்றவும் முடியல என்னால். ரொம்ப கேவலமாக பியூட்டிஃபை பண்ணியிருக்கேன் ஜேர்னலில்.
I never knew when my mom would share a memory of Dad while cooking, on a walk, with no warning. It knocked the wind out of me. Rituals take this grief and give it a shape and a story. Filling in this journal is a ritual too, but for a loss that hasn't hit us yet. I've brought tools to record the sights and sounds of this season. I'll start by recording the only place I've ever known. Last night there was a goodbye party here in the plaza. Everyone was so afraid for me. To understand that fear, to understand where I grew up, you have to know the man standing watch over the plaza, Dr. Fumio. This is Dr. Fumio and his son. The statue isn't as old as it looks. The artist wore it down to give it a feeling of ancientness and the authority that comes with it. Dr. Fumio and his son founded Cairo back in 776. They live on through our traditions. There are 3 murals celebrating Dr. Fumio's work. A wish fell off the tree. I'm not supposed to read them, but it might be good for you to have an example of one. can go against tradition a little for posterity. Smells like an old man's toes dipped in cinnamon. I had to drink this gross potion last night. Like my pendant, it's supposed to protect my brain.
Sword see முடிச்சிட்டேன் game now. Long back ஆடினேன் முடிச்சிட்டேன் அந்த game. Sword of Sea, Sea of Swords நினைக்கிறேன் அது. அந்த இதுதானே இண்டி கேம் தானே. அது உங்களோட ஓல்ட் வீடியோ கேம் மாதிரி இருக்குமே. ஒரு மாதிரி கோஆப் அது. டர்ன் பேஸ் கேம் முடிச்சிட்டேன். அது என்னோட சேனல்லே இருக்கும் லாங் பேக். ஓகே வெயிட் பண்ண. அப்போ நான் சொல்றது Sea of Swords நினைக்கிறேன். Sea of Swords இல்ல. Sword of Sea. ஓகே இது வேறடா. இது நான் முடிக்கல. மை பேட். இப்போ நான் ஆக்சுவலி ஒரு கேம் ஆடினேன் லாங் பேக். ஒரு டர்ன் பேஸ் கேம் ஆடினேன். ஓகே மறந்துட்டேன் கேம் நேம். You don't have games to play. I do have games to play, yes. I do have games to play, but இது கொஞ்சம் சில்லா எடுத்துட்டு போலாம்னு பார்த்தேன். ரொம்ப நாளா கொஞ்சம் ஹெவி கேம்ஸ் ஆடிட்டு இருந்தேன்ல. லாஸ்ட் ஆஃப் அஸ் 1,
Latte
லாஸ்ட் ஆஃப் அஸ்
loves
2.
fish, even though nobody here has ever seen one.
இது முடிச்சக்கு அப்புறமே எனக்கு என்ன சொல்றது இதெல்லாம் இருக்குல்ல. கலிஸ்டோ புரோட்டோகால் இருக்கு ஒன்னு. அது இன்னும் ரொம்ப நாளா ஆடணும்னு வச்சிருக்கேன்.
Remembering everything must be painful. Dr. Fumio brought peace to so many people here.
Don't play Callisto. வேற என்ன ஆடலாம்? 3 murals celebrating his work. The murals தெரியுதா? ஓகே கால் ஆஃப் டியூட்டி இருக்கு. கால் ஆஃப் டியூட்டி கூட ஆடலாம். ஓகே பட் டவுன்லோட் பண்ணணும் திருப்பி.
The elder sought out Dr. Fumio to cure her mother, who was suffering from time misperception. mind or soaking my feet in here on hot days. There's something eerie about an instrument that plays itself. But wind chimes aren't eerie. I think the self-playing instrument needs to imply the presence of a person who isn't there, like this one does, to be properly eerie. A village that was created as a place to heal. Is that where my instinct to try to help comes from? It's so strange to imagine I'll be shaped by places and people I haven't met yet. So strange to imagine that I might feel at home somewhere else. Dr. Fumio said the dream sickness was caused by something very powerful. He wasn't able to cure it. Pate's little daydream of leaving this place, of seeing something weird. This is the cafe where my dad used to read his poems. He wrote one for me. Maybe he wrote it for you too.
Okay, dying like start பண்ணிருக்கியா திருப்பி? இதான இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட் ஆக்சுவலி விண்ட் சைம் மாதிரி இருக்கு. இல்லை எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர் தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன் அந்த இடத்த இப்போ. medical plant recipes. Cartrim start பண்ணிருக்கேன். Nice.
We learn to grow
Time
cures
ஆகும்னு
for
நினைக்கிறேன் உனக்கு
maladies from
முடிக்க.
the outside world, even though they seem to be long gone. It's just tradition.
Just tradition. Of course. ஏதோ ஒரு ஃபோட்டோகிராஃப் மிஸ் பண்றேன். எந்த ஃபோட்டோகிராஃப்னு தெரியல. Anyways, போலாம்.
I go fishing here with my best friend Pate, even though there's nothing to catch. We both appreciate the silence. Caro Village was founded during the modernity. Much later, Dr. Fumio arrived and remade it in his image. This flower means you're in my thoughts. The morning after the search was called off for Dad, our doorstep was covered in them.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. How to leave home for my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down so you have the dirt at your back. Close your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead, for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now, stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.
I've always wondered what's on the other side of this gate. Today, I'll find out. Pate fixed up 3 bikes instead of 1.
Bicycle riding பயங்கரமா இருக்குடா கேம்ல. எனக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்கு இந்த மெக்கானிக்ஸ். Loving the game so far.
They were right. The letter never made it. The season before this one, the war, seems so horrible. can see in these letters that the outside world has extremes of beauty and tragedy beyond anything I've known. Before setting up in Kero village, Dr. Fumio roamed the land curing people. It must have been hard when he wasn't around anymore, especially for people who couldn't travel to the village. Traders used to come to the outskirts of the village. The war put an end to this. That poor baby. My first time petting an animal. I think it went pretty well. We learned about old technology in school, but not much about animals. What are these strange goat-like creatures? Are they simply goats? I feel nourished in these sights by the unfamiliarity of it all. These means of connection, long in disuse, are certainly telling me something about the world. Will they be used again in the next season?
Alright, I think I'm gonna save the game here.
I heard that village was abandoned because of a mind disease. Not every community had someone like Dr. Fumio to perform cures.
Okay, we'll stop the stream out here. I'm a bit sleepy, so we'll continue with tomorrow. Until then, adios. Thanks a lot for joining.